How to ensure a long and happy relationship with the one for you. Here we go. How to ensure a long and happy relationship with the one for you. Well, put your trust in a higher power first, so you both grow spiritually as a couple. Pray, read the Bible together, whatever kind of religion, spirituality, higher learning, Hindu, Buddha, anything, whatever gets you going. There's so much positive wisdom out there in the realm of religion and spirituality, devoid of all the negative stuff and, that book is bad and whatever. In so much of our life, every single day we live, we keep the positive and we flush the bad negative down the toilet. We get rid of, after dinner, what do? You clean the dishes and you keep the clean plates and you brush away and wash away the bad stuff, the leftovers, laundry. You dirty it, you clean it. So when it comes to that higher power, just take from it the positives and start there. And I bet you can come across some information that would really, like I said, put your trust in a higher power first so you both can grow spiritually as a couple. Pray, spend time together, talk about concepts, and I'm thinking about, the Song of Solomon in the Bible. There are so many references to sensuality and lovemaking. Wow. And then there's other things that a husband does for a wife and a wife does for a husband. Those are all good stuff. And hey, you know what? We were born on this rock like only a number of decades ago. Let's just say like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. That's not very long. The human race has been around for thousands of years. There is a lot of stuff that came before us. So let's just tap that information and just kind of like I said, grow spiritually together as a couple. When you take time to listen to your husband or your wife, it shows that you really care. What's that, honey? Yeah. Well, all right, I'm listening. Go ahead. Oh, all right. Yeah, well, we can do that. All right, no problem. All right. Resolve conflict with open dialogue and rational, logical thinking. It's easy to get heated in the moment, but we've got to resolve conflict with open dialogue, discussion, listening, 2 ears, 1 mouth, and rational thinking. It's the only way. Maintain a good balance in your lifestyle to avoid feeling pressured or overworked. This is really true. Maintaining a good balance of rest, relaxation, fun, living your life like every day's a weekend, every day's a vacation, as it is in relation to what you do for work. A lot of people have jobs that, they really, the companies work them to death here. So just make sure you got good balance in lifestyle to avoid feeling pressured and overworked. Accept the differences in each other because they could bring about a good change in you both. When you accept the differences in each other, they can bring about a good change in you both. Keep a sense of humor to show your soft side and humility. I say in Laws of the Bedroom, guys, we need to make our gal laugh like 100 times a day. Well, how do you do that? Well, you practice. You practice sense of humor. You practice making her laugh. And a sense of humor comes from your own humility and kind of making fun of yourself a little bit, and acting like the fool and acting silly. No stupid jokes. Jokes don't, no. It's just natural sense of humor, and you just work on it. Lightheartedness. Try not to be so serious. Leave that for the office or whatever. But just lighthearted. Sense of humor to show your soft side and humility. It's good. Never speak negatively to or about your spouse or your loved one. Don't do that. Consider taking some classes or lessons together for added fun and growth. Hey, why not? You can study together in the buff. online, at home, in bed. Hey, if we can't learn in bed, we got a problem. Take turns on movie night. Hey, what do you want to see tonight? Hey, I want to see this movie, but we can watch yours first, and then we'll watch mine. Check in with each other from time to time. Ask how they're doing. Hey, just checking in on you. Doing good? All right, good. Take your relationship seriously and share what you're thinking and feeling. What's going on? What's going on in the head? What's going on in the heart? You know? You won't know unless you ask. Don't expect the house to be spotless, unless you're in mine. Actually, I do keep a very clean house. I've had so many people come to me and say, like, Bart, this place is spotless. Or this is like a showroom, like for a show house or something. But don't expect the house to be spotless. Enjoy that lived-in look. Or both of you should start cleaning. Pick up a broom. Yeah, where's the vacuum cleaner? Okay, good. Check out what's going on inside of you before you start blaming someone else on the outside. Check out what's going on the inside of you before you start blaming somebody else on the outside. Keep a gratitude journal and share it with your loved one. This is kind of cool. So keep a little journal by the bed and pull it out. Maybe it's in the nightstand or somewhere. Pull it out, and each of you just come up with one thing every day for like 30, 60, 90 days. And it doesn't have to be every night, but just imagine if you did every night for 90 days. We're going to come up with something that we're grateful for. Today, you did something that it made my heart just sing. And I want to write that down. I'm grateful that I have you because of this. Well, 90 days later, you've got this journal of all these written statements of gratitude. What are you going to do? When you're having a bad day or having an argument, you could say, hey, honey, hold on. And then you run back to the bedroom, you get the journal, you bring it out to the living room where you're having this discussion of, heated topic or whatever. And you say, hey, look, we can argue. We can talk about what's going on. We can kind of have a difference in opinion, but I want to just read to you a few things that I'm really grateful for because I want to make sure that we don't lose what we have. Is that all right? Exactly. What are we arguing about? I forgot. Consider workshops and seminars for relationship and or other self-enrichment classes that can help you both grow as individuals. You're with someone for 1 to 3 years. You're working, saving money, spending money, raising kids, whatever. Well, what are you doing to grow your relationship? Should you go attend a few workshops or seminars on relationships and self-enrichment in that area? You might learn something like, hey, honey, I'm really glad we went to this weekend seminar on how to love your mate 10 times more than you already are, or whatever. Wow, I got so much out of it. Oh, I am so into you. I'm so into you. All that kind of things. Oh, it's mushy. Hey, you guys get a room. Be responsible with finances and work together on your goals. Be responsible with finances. Don't overspend. Don't spend what you don't have. Take those credit cards and pay those off immediately, always. If you don't have it, don't spend it. You know about this. And set some financial goals that you can work on. Okay, here's our 1-year goal. We want to get rid of these debts. The 2nd year goal, we want to do this. By the 3rd year, we want this. By the 4th, 5th, and 6th, we want this. Here's also a long range 10, 15, and 20-year goal for our money. Come up with it. Start working on it. Pick your battles to avoid dramatizing the small stuff. Don't get caught up in the little stuff. If you have all these little battles, all these little fights, they add up and they become a nuisance. And it's like, gosh, we're always bickering and nagging at each other. No, let's always get over the little stuff. And if we ever have something big, well, that's easy to get over because we know how to handle conflict. We talk it out, we go to bed without arguing or negative energy, and we say to ourselves, we will work on this together until we resolve it mutually, and we both agree. Whew. Build up those you love. Negativity runs deep. Watch out. Negativity is like rain, Snow, sleet, flooding. No, more like rain. Gray clouds. They come around. There's nothing you can do about it. Be prepared. So build people up around you, kind of like a wall that keeps negativity out. Don't try to change anyone. Reinforce the positive things that he or she does. Don't try to change anyone. Just reinforce, hey, you're really good at that. Here, let me help you. Look. Wow, hey, you got it. You got it. Wow. Work on building up and not tearing down. Happy life is hard work. So it's already hard to lead a happy life. It's easy to tear it down. So mind your tongue. Watch what you say. Watch how you say things. Watch when you say things. Build people up. Don't tear them down. Speak kindly and use the language of love because you mean it. Honey, I love you. Avoid doing those annoying things, such as leaving your shoes to trip over at the front door. I don't know, that's an example. But a lot of people do keep their shoes at the front door. They have a no shoes in the house policy. It's so true. But, avoid doing things that, might cause trip ups or slip ups or, you're always leaving dishes in the sink. Why? The dishwasher is right there. Because when I go there, the dishes are piled up and it's a mess, or whatever. So avoid doing things that over time they become annoying. Remember special occasions and celebrate them. Mark them on the calendar. Put them in your Google Calendar or something so you're reminded, 2 weeks, our anniversary's coming up. Don't chastise your husband or your wife in public, ever. And I know a lot of people don't do this, but just don't. Don't let it be you if it does happen. Trust your gut when something doesn't feel right. Get it out in the open. It's the only way. Make memories together by doing fun things that you both enjoy. In fact, what you could do is create a do list. For the next 30 days, let's do these 10 things. And we might not get to them all. Might get to 7. But let's do these activities because when we're done with them, hey, we can look back and go, it was a lot of fun. Hey, we had a lot of fun together. Pretty cool. Hey, let's plan the next month. Let's do 3 new things. It's called growing together, doing things together. Couples that do things together stay together. And lastly, give a hug before the other person asks for it. Just come on up to them and just give them a hug. What's this for? It's just because I love you. Ladies, you want a man like that? Guys, women want a man like that. I think so. Can I see a show of hands? I can't see that. All right. Hey, how to ensure a long and happy relationship with the one for you. These were some good tips. Take them in, act on them, and ensure you have a long and happy relationship with the one for you.